Please rise and welcome the Westchester University graduating class of 2025.
Please remain standing. Good afternoon and welcome to the Spring 2025 Commencement Ceremony at Westchester University. My name is Jen Bacon. I proudly serve as the Dean of the College of Arts and Humanities. On behalf of everyone you see on the platform, we welcome you to this important and celebratory event. To begin our ceremony, Ms. Madison Griffith, class of 2025, graduating from the Wells School of Music, will lead us in the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. You can be seated. Graduates, as we celebrate with you today, we would like to recognize our entire community of educators. That is our platform party, our faculty, staff, and administrators, whether current or retired, everyone who has helped shape the success of these graduates. These individuals have all played a key role in your journey here at Westchester University, and as you take this next step in your life and face new challenges, we promise you, you will think about those individuals who pushed you and inspired you in and outside of the classroom. You will remember this community that helped you grow and think and see different points of view. Will all of the members of our community of educators please stand if you are able and be recognized? You deserve a big round of applause for your excellent work. Thank you. Graduates, I would like to take a moment to remind you what a significant achievement you have attained. This afternoon's ceremony recognizes graduates of the College of Arts and Humanities who have earned bachelor's degrees in art, English, history, languages and cultures, philosophy, theater, urban community change, and women's and gender studies. In these disciplines, you have developed your critical thinking skills, your knowledge, your creativity, and your compassion. You developed confidence in your ability to work with others who are different from you and to think through arguments with rigor, but also empathy, skills that will serve you well in your careers, your personal lives, and your capacity to shape a better future and benefit others. The skills and competencies that you have developed as you studied for your degree and the hours you spent in our libraries, our studios, our classrooms, at study abroad sites and in internships, experiences that will help you continue to grow and learn throughout your life. You have earned an outstanding degree and now join an illustrious group of alumni at Westchester University. The world awaits your talents, your passion, your big ideas, and your boundless energy. Best wishes, members of the Westchester University class of 2025. It is now my pleasure to introduce the president of Westchester University, Dr. Lori Brunatsky.
Thank you, Jen, and welcome, honored guests, families, friends, alumni, faculty, staff, and of course, most especially, members of the Westchester University class of 2025. Today we gather not merely to mark the end of your studies, but to celebrate a passage, a crossing from what has been to what may yet be. Today we do not simply confer degrees, we celebrate the courage it takes to grow, to question, to strive. Right outside these doors stands a set of arches, silent, steady, enduring. They do not speak, and yet they have heard the voices of every generation that has passed beneath them. They have stood witness to the quiet hopes of first-year students and the steady purpose of graduates like yourselves. Each year, students walk through those arches, not knowing where the road will lead. But the great lesson of this university is that the road is not given to us, it is made by us. And so, the arches whisper. And they really do whisper, by the way. After the ceremony, you should go out, stand on one side, whisper, somebody else has their ear on the other side. It'll carry over. That's why they're called the whispering arches. Ask your students, they'll show you. They do whisper, and they whisper of the laughter that echoed after late-night study sessions. They whisper of ambition shared in hushed tones between friends. They whisper of struggle and of triumph. And today, as you prepare to walk through them one last time, they whisper something else. You've completed a major milestone. But this is not the end of the journey. Rather, it is the beginning. You are the builders of the future. You are the voice of what comes next. And just as those arches stand firm, may your values, your ideals, and your courage stand firm in the face of doubt and challenges. For in every generation, the torch must be passed. It must be lifted by those willing to face uncertainty with resolve and to answer the call to use your considerable talent to contribute to the common good. So let it be said that from this university came a class of graduates who did not whisper into history, but spoke boldly into its pages. Walk forward not with fear, but with faith, not with resignation, but with resolve. And wherever the world calls you next, let it be said that you walk proudly through these arches and into greatness. Congratulations, class of 2025. It is now my great pleasure to introduce Ms. Cassandra Zimmerman, graduating from the College of Arts and Humanities, who will present greetings on behalf of the class of 2025.
Good afternoon, friends, family, faculty, staff, and of course, my fellow graduates, the class of 2025. It is my extreme honor to address you all today on this beautiful, momentous occasion. I would like to give a round of applause to ourselves and the people who have supported us along the way. We made it. We all came to Westchester University with a vision for what was ahead. My story began 21 years ago on a street corner in Guangdong, China, across from a movie theater, where I awaited my future American family. Today, I stand before you all, proud to be a part of the class of 2025. However, as an introverted freshman riddled with anxiety 4 years ago, I never could have imagined being able to address the College of Arts and Humanities like this. In fact, in middle school, I had a classmate confess that she initially didn't think I could speak English because I didn't speak up in class. While I always showed up to do the work, this comment felt like it had marked who I was as a person, and I convinced myself that I just wasn't meant to be a leader, not just because I didn't sound like a leader, but because I didn't look like one. This ideology followed me to college as I kept my head low, walked against the walls and hallways, and stayed quiet in class. I accepted a lesser version of myself because I was afraid of speaking up. Until one day, I came across a quote by writer Glennon Doyle Milton. "If you can't beat fear, just do it scared." This statement really struck a chord with me, and I started to actually embrace my fears. I realized that my fear of being perceived actually stemmed from my desire to be heard. That's why I wanted to be an English major in the first place. This revelation broadened my mind and allowed me to truly flourish at WCU. Through the community I found and the experiences I've had here, I was able to see what my peers and professors saw in me, a person worthy of leading with a story worth telling. I began to thrive in my classes. I made friendships that I cherish and maintain with intention. I even became president of the Asian Student Association, where I tackled issues with racism and spearheaded the inaugural Asian Pacific Islander Desi American Heritage Month festival, and now get to see my community brought together in celebration each year. I wish my middle school self could see me now. Sometimes we really don't understand our true potential until we do things while being afraid. Each and every one of us came to Westchester University with a unique story and our own set of fears and struggles. Some students are parents, balance multiple jobs, or grapple with illness and fight to get out of bed each day. Others face burnout, issues with confidence, or worries about the unknown. Despite this, what all our stories have in common is that we are here today. We now stand on the cliffhanger of what comes next. For some, that is furthering education, writing the next great American novel, or making the world a better place. For others, it may mean making someone smile, finding joy in the little things, or going in a completely different direction than where they'd imagined at 18. Every path has value. Our next steps are not just into careers or job titles, but into a greater sense of ourselves. As we leave this place, let us never forget where we came from or what we've learned during our time here. We've learned to take control of the narrative and tell our stories. We've learned how to connect and think critically. We've learned how to be who we need to see in the world. Our stories have the power to inspire, not just ourselves, but those around us. I look forward to seeing where this next chapter takes us. Congratulations, class of 2025. Here's to the stories we've started and the incredible journeys that lie ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Zimmerman, for your inspiring words. I would now like to introduce the Westchester University Brass Ensemble, conducted by Dr. Hannah Morrison.
Thank you, Dr. Morrison, on our student ensemble. That was wonderful. I am happy to announce that today's ceremony is being photographed by a professional photographer who will take pictures of the graduates as they come up to the stage to receive their diploma covers. These photographs will be made available to graduates, families, and friends. We ask that you refrain from taking personal pictures except from your seats. I now call on Dean Bacon to present the degree candidates.
Let's try again. Will the graduates receiving a baccalaureate degree today please rise? President Bernatsky, I am am pleased to certify that the members of the class of 2025 have fulfilled all the requirements for the degrees which this university awards in their particular fields of study and are recommended to you by the faculty of Westchester University.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I hereby confer upon you the baccalaureate degrees to which you are entitled. Dean Bacon, please present the candidates from your college.
President Bernatsky, I have the honor to present the recipients of the bachelor's degrees in the College of Arts and Humanities. Students in the disciplines of art, English, history, languages and cultures, philosophy, theater and dance, and women's and gender studies, please stand. Marshals, please escort the candidates forward to receive the symbolic presentation of their degrees. Candidates, you may be seated until your row is called.
Cassandra Pearl Zimmerman, summa cum laude. Sean Michael McKenty, magna cum laude. Emma Elizabeth Craven, magna cum laude. Olivia Page Roth, summa cum laude. Brianna Michelle Findley. Sumru Esdemir, magna cum laude. Avery Jean Lynn, summa cum laude. Catherine Victoria Benson, magna cum laude. Janie McNeil, magna cum laude. Kiani Ibzel Castro, summa cum laude. Dominique Vidal. Rachel Beatty, summa cum laude. Matthew Philip Finelli. Lauren Beatrice D'Eduardo, magna cum laude. Riley Patrick McGrath. Evan Gerstenkorn, summa cum laude. Darian Justine McHenry, summa cum laude. Olivia Nicole Della Penna, summa cum laude. Morgan Catherine Struss Allen, summa cum laude. Jolie Suzanne Golembiewski, magna cum laude. Nico Charles Galliato, cum laude. Anna Maria Augustiniak, summa cum laude. Haley Nicole Peterson, cum laude. Isabel Rawl. John William Eckhoff III. Paul Seamus Foley, magna cum laude. Lauren Ann Small. Isabella Grace Halfacre. Grace Sarah Santos, magna cum laude. Jason Strong. Carmela Rubino. Olivia Ann Cipriano, cum laude. J. Simone Lloyd, cum laude. Mia Marie Markford. Kristen Ann Corby, summa cum laude. Clara Beth Allum, magna cum laude. Izzy M. Huber, magna cum laude. Caitlin Elizabeth Scarupa, magna cum laude. Jordan Elizabeth Stata, magna cum laude. Stephanie Lynn Antonucci, magna cum laude. Fatoumata Abubakar Touré, magna cum laude. Christine Collins. William Lamb, summa cum laude. Taylor L. Super, summa cum laude. Parker Lauritsen, magna cum laude. Alex Michael Hauber. Samuel Joseph McConnell, summa cum laude. Ashley Juliana Colley, magna cum laude. Anna Jane Schweitzer, summa cum laude. Haley Rittenbaugh, cum laude. Jack Reed, magna cum laude. Mitchell D. Aquino, cum laude. Victoria Rose Naftal, summa cum laude. Hannah Elise Stoltzfus, magna cum laude. Oriana Cecilia Planter, summa cum laude. Jessica Huckle, magna cum laude. Jordan Love Gray, summa cum laude. Alexandra Ivanskaya, summa cum laude. Elise Matty, summa cum laude. Sofia Marchese. Jillian Carol Sedlacek, summa cum laude. Marissa Marie Aranjo. Jessica A. Baker, cum laude. Krista Brianne Laffren, summa cum laude. Alex Samuel Ullman, summa cum laude. Saya Ellen Potts, summa cum laude. Grace Cardy, magna cum laude. Melanie DeCabo. Emma Lindley Ann Pontoski, magna cum laude.
Franco Delia, cum laude.
Sam Prestilio, cum laude. Mariah Andre Berouet, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Lyons. Alexandra Scher, summa cum laude. Carly Page Rumaker, summa cum laude. Daniel Richard Snyder. Sean S. Peppel, magna cum laude. Jonathan Hylas, summa cum laude. Christopher John Lee, summa cum laude. Charles Daniel Wilfong, cum laude. Ashley Elizabeth Rogers, summa cum laude. Emily M. Ayala Ruiz, cum laude. Claire Haven Shutak, cum laude. Jordan Ashley Mangum, magna cum laude. Ronnie Hernandez, summa cum laude. Sophia Claire Cox, magna cum laude. Joshua Thomas Hawks, summa cum laude. Jeshidi K. Laporte. Jessica Elaine Denon, magna cum laude. Catherine Rita Di Maria.
Alyssa R. Corsaro, cum laude.
Layla Elise Malik, summa cum laude. Haley M. Dillon, magna cum laude. Sitali Aguilar, cum laude. Sarah Lynn Calais, cum laude. Sam Rinaldi, summa cum laude. Ryan Melman, cum laude. Matthew Anthony Gagliardi, cum laude. Tyler Martin Tanzi, summa cum laude. Catherine Marie Polachek, summa cum laude. Marquise Barnett, summa cum laude.
Luke Anthony Preston.
Olivia M. Bentley, magna cum laude. Connor James Sternberg, magna cum laude. Kendall Rebecca Collins, summa cum laude. Audrey Rose Otto. Julia Ruby Pagano, summa cum laude. Aaron E. McGinnis, summa cum laude. Nikki N. Hardaway, summa cum laude. Alexander Lee Friedberg, magna cum laude. Zachary Joseph DeBarberry, cum laude. Ian Martin. Glennis Elizabeth Harrington. John Marie Guzowski, magna cum laude. Alyssa C. McClintock, summa cum laude. Emily Faith Karaman, summa cum laude. Katie Grace Kramer, magna cum laude. Faith Rose Paulson, summa cum laude. Nicole Vital Westcott, summa cum laude. Anna Marie Bogan, summa cum laude. David Anthony Bazemore II. Evan James Fritz Offensen, summa cum laude. Nathaniel James Ford, summa cum laude. Joseph Donato Tachi, summa cum laude. Felix Shanae Rowland, summa cum laude. James Everett Knight. Kyle David McKelvey, summa cum laude.
Jacob F. Babcock, summa cum laude.
Maxwell Joseph Westchulis, cum laude. Dominic J. G. Amaruti, cum laude. Lauren Elizabeth Rosica.
I would like to now welcome Ms. Cassandra Zimmerman back to the podium.
Baccalaureate degree recipients, please stand. The movement of the tassel from the right side to the left side of the mortarboard signifies that a student has successfully met the curriculum requirements and has earned an undergraduate degree. Therefore, in symbolic recognition of your receipt of your degree, I ask you to now transfer your tassel from the right side to the left side of your mortarboard. Congratulations.
You can be seated. Thank you, Ms. Zimmerman. It is my pleasure to introduce Ms. Lisa Wright Bryant, a graduate of the class of 1987, who will present greetings from the Alumni Association.
Greetings, family, friends, faculty, staff, administrators, and alumni. And congratulations to the class of 2025. You made it! Woo! You have cried, sweated, begged, cussed, fussed, and almost quit school every week. And that was year one. But you hung in there. You didn't give up, and you stuck it out. And look where you are. You are now a college graduate. Yes, give yourselves a hand. This is a celebration. Yes. So think back to the time when you entered Westchester University. Many of you entered in 2021, which was one of the most uncertain times in history. Colleges and universities had just opened up after being closed for over 18 months. You sat in class with a mask. You studied in the library with a mask. And you had to keep that 6 feet distance between you and your friends. You, class of 2025, pushed through the trauma and fear surrounding COVID, the imposter syndrome that you may have faced, and the challenges of being a student to accomplish your dreams. Paraphrasing the inspirational words of Destiny's Child, that's right, you're a survivor, you didn't give up, you didn't stop, no, you just worked harder. And because you didn't give up, you are a golden ram for life. Yes. Now, class of 2025, I want you to think about it. Wherever you go, you're a ram for life. Whatever you do, you're a ram for life. And while you're out here changing the world, please remember your WCU Golden Ram family is back home cheering for you. So don't forget us. Come back to homecoming in October, alumni weekend in April, or just to come home to visit your favorite professor or staff member to say hi. So again, congratulations, class of 2025. Welcome to the Westchester University Alumni Association. See you at the top, because the bottom is too crowded. Rams up.
Thank you, Ms. Wright Bryant. Today, we honored our graduates. I know that every member of this class has enjoyed the support of some very special people in their lives. Now I'd like to offer the graduates a moment to express their appreciation to their families and friends who have provided so much help along the way. Will the families and friends of the graduates please rise if you're able so that you can receive the thanks you so richly deserve. Nicely done. Thank you, thank you. Thus ends our spring commencement. We wish to extend to all of our graduates and their families our heartiest congratulations. I know you just sat down, but please rise and join in singing the first verse of our alma mater. The words are found on page 2 of your program. Madison Griffith from the Wells School of Music will lead us. At the conclusion of the alma mater, please remain standing until the platform party has recessed.